am Ronica. I'm a photographer. I do video production, editing, graphic design. I do a little bit of everything. I guess visual artist, if you will. It's funny because I always wanted to do photography. I had an uncle who's a photographer, and he was only 10 years older than me. So we grew up together kind of more like brother and sister than niece and uncle. So I'd always see him, and he would have me in the studio for his projects and stuff like that. And so I was kind of always in the studio and around photography, but I never had a camera. And so I think it was sometime during the pandemic, maybe 2021 or so, it was my birthday. And so I guess my mom had like secretly asked everybody to save up a little bit of money and just like pitch in to get me this camera. So everybody got me this camera for my birthday during the pandemic. And then that was when I was really able to like fully, well, I guess, let me go back a little bit. So before that, I had went to a Beyonce concert. I went to this Beyonce concert. I was in the front row, and I saw the photographer. And this was during On the Run tour too. And like the photos from this tour are like some of the best concert photos I've ever seen in my life. Like these photos were made, and I didn't do photography at the time. I was still kind of interested, but it wasn't like a big thing for me. So when I saw these photos, I was like so intrigued, and I was like looking up who was taking these pictures. And I saw it was like this 25-year-old girl, and she was like super young. She's from the Bronx. And I was like, oh, I thought you had to be like an old white guy to do this. So then I ended up going to the concert, and I saw her. And so I waved her down, I started talking to her, and like talking to her just kind of made me like, I saw that if somebody like that could do it, I could just pick up a camera and do it too. So I just kind of like, I took a film class, played with the camera. It kind of became a hobby, but I didn't really take it seriously. And then fast forward to my birthday, I got an actual digital camera because I was shooting film for a while. Got a digital camera, and that was when I started really taking it serious. I think like after I started shooting like digital photography, the first thing that I shot, there was this festival, it was called like 95 Live, I think. And it was like a little small local festival in DC, and Rico Nasty was there. And it was the first time, I literally just DM'd this account, was like, hi, do you need photographers? I didn't really know how to shoot still like that. And so I ended up doing it. And those photos came out so good. And it was like, Rico was one of my favorite artists. So when I saw those, I was like, wait a minute, like, okay, I could do this. And then those photos ended up getting me like to be able to shoot Corday when he came to Morgan State when I was a student there. And so then I kind of just built off of like all the photos that I was doing, and yeah. So honestly, like a lot of times I collaborate with my other friends. So we all kind of put in ideas. Sometimes we'll just be like, hey, I have this idea, and we'll all come together and kind of like build off of someone else's idea, or we'll kind of build an idea together. So a lot of times my ideas come from my friends, or I might see somebody else post something, and it gives me like, and it's crazy because the ideas that I get, you probably wouldn't think that. Like I might see somebody post some pictures of someone at a beach, and I'm like, oh, that's sand, like that's dope. Let me do something at a desert. Like that would be cool or whatever. So it's like I might get inspiration from like the tiniest detail or the tiniest thing, but then that makes it a lot easier to kind of make it your own because you're not taking the whole concept, or you kind of gotta like be careful about getting, because we all get inspiration from everything, but for me, I'm always really intentional about making sure that I'm putting my own spin on things, or it's not just like, oh, I saw this and I want to recreate. I hate recreating the same things because it's like, somebody already did that, so why would I go and do that? Like it's redundant. So I always try to add something new to it, add something different. Okay, so right now I'm an intern for the Baltimore Banner. So a day with me is a little different this summer than it would usually be. But right now, a day with me would be waking up at about, I live in Silver Spring, so I have to commute a little bit to Baltimore, but I wake up around 8 o'clock, get ready, get in the shower. I usually check my emails, check my assignments, see what I have to shoot for the day, if I have any shoots for the day. Once I do that, I'll get out to the office, get there around 10 a.m., hang out, say hi to everybody. If I don't have a shoot. If I do have a shoot, then I'll go straight to my assignment if it's in the morning, or if it's not, I'll just be at the office for a while, get some editing done, get some things done, and then I'll go out to my shoots, come back, grab some food, go to another shoot. The thing about me is I'm in 15 billion different places. Like a lot of my friends just have my location because it's just like, you need my location because you never know where I'm gonna be at. I might be in DC, I might be in Baltimore, I might be in Philly. You never know where I'm gonna be at. After that, I'll usually either come back home, or I also work at a dispensary, SOS dispensary. So sometimes I go over there, I hang out over there. Even if I'm not working, it's just a fun vibe to be over there, hang out with everybody. So I usually go there for a little bit, come home, watch some YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos about content creation, about how to make myself better, different editing techniques, stuff like that, or true crime. I always go to sleep to true crime. So I usually do that, take my shower, eat some food, hang out, watch some YouTube videos. I don't watch TV, ironically enough. I went to school for video production and like documentary filmmaking, but I don't really watch TV. I watch YouTube and TikTok. So that's usually what I do, wind my day down, social media.
Okay, so you say you go to sleep for true crime.
Definitely.
Are you a detective in your dreams?
I think I am. I really do. I really do think I am. Like, and it's crazy because sometimes I'll like come up with some like crazy dreams and it's like, they're like conspiracy. So this one time, there's like this dream that I will never forget. When I was a kid, I had this dream that Snoop Dogg had like kidnapped me. He was like an evil scientist or like, think like Dr. Douchenschmerz. So he kidnaps me and my mom. He got this big, huge spider. The spider's about to take us out and then boom, my uncle busts through. He saves us all. And it's like, that was like I was so scared of that man for so long. I did not like Snoop Dogg for a long time because of that. So I definitely have some crazy crime, murder, mystery dreams for sure. So I think my favorite shoot is probably, I did this kitty cat shoot with Tokyo. I think that's probably my favorite shoot ever because I had always really wanted to do that shoot. And I always like, even when I was younger, I was like super obsessed with Beyonce. So Beyonce's always been like a huge inspiration for me. And that's one of those people who I look at and I'm like, okay, she could do it. I could literally do whatever. And that's always like a goal of mine to work with Beyonce one of these days. So that shoot was like super cool for me to be able to. It was funny how it played out too. I think the way that it played out also makes it one of my favorites because it was just so perfect. I had this idea for the shoot for like a while. I've been wanting to do it. And then I worked at a studio, the Digital Factory, and Tokyo was doing a completely different shoot, walked in with a snake. And I was like, who is that with the snake? And as she was walking in, the song came on and I was like, huh. And then I was like, who is that, who is that? So I'm like whispering amongst everybody trying to figure out who that is. And I think I ended up getting her Instagram from somebody in the studio, the photographer maybe. Maybe I talked to her, I don't even remember. But I got her Instagram and I was scrolling, and I seen her in this outfit. It was like a leopard print outfit. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, no, so we gotta talk about this. So then I ended up talking to her, we planned everything out, we did the shoot, and it was like my favorite shoot ever. That shoot was like super experimental for me. It was just me and my friends in the studio, just playing with the lights, changing setups, just doing a bunch of random stuff that we didn't really know how it was gonna turn out, and it turned out so good. That's a hard question. I know so many good photographers. Like I know I'm surrounded by like amazing photographers. So there's so many photographers that, oh man. I can't even name one because I know so many amazing photographers. There's Urban Kev, Naya Troy, Jada, Sav. There's like 5 people that I would want to take my photos. Can I do that? Can I have like a little paparazzi crowd? I have a couple, let me think. What's the one that I use the most? I think like when it comes to photography, it's always like you never know what could happen. So it's like when I'm tired and I want to leave a shoot, or I've been at a festival all day and I'm like, all right, I think I got enough shots. It's like, well, you never know what could happen after you leave. So I always try to say like, you never know what could happen. Or if I'm, maybe like it's like a shoot and I'm not sure, do I want to go? Like, do I want to do this? Maybe I'm like, it's working with like the Baltimore Banner. I've never really done photojournalism before and it's a lot different. It's not the same. Like people would think, oh, it's photography. It's completely different. And so it's like, this is my first time doing it. And a lot of people will probably be like, oh, well, I've never done that. But I'm like, well, who knows who I can meet? Who knows what I can learn? Who knows what I can do? So I always try to keep like an open mind and just, you never know what could happen. So I always try to do the things that make me uncomfortable or that I don't want to do because you never know. You could meet somebody, you could take that one picture that changes your whole life. You could do a lot, so you never know.